Alright, hello guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be talking about some upcoming severe weather throughout the day today. Right now, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather, a rather large chance at tornadoes, and it could even go up at this point. We will also talk about some ongoing and upcoming snowfall as well. Now, before I get into the video, be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. For today's comment of the day, I want to know, do you think we will end up staying at an enhanced risk throughout the day today, or will it get upgraded to a moderate risk of severe weather? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be picking one of those for tomorrow's video. Let's get straight into this video, and we're taking a look here at our current radar imagery. We can see we have basically three main areas of disturbance here. One up there in the northeast where we're seeing some snowfall, one down here in the southeast where we're seeing some thunderstorms, and then one there for the west where we have a very large storm ongoing, and that's what we talked about yesterday. So let's just zoom into the different regions. We'll start out here in the Pacific Northwest here. We can see that there is still, just like yesterday, some of these showers heading on shore. It's not as much as it was yesterday. They're all kind of generally heading in this direction there. And they become snow once they reach our Cascades, which is this mountain range right here. The West Coast is super cool with the elevation and all that crazy stuff, and it makes it very hard to forecast, but also super interesting weather as well. So super cool stuff. We also, in the Northern Rockies here, do have some snow showers going on. Let's go ahead and move. We're just going to move to, let's start with here. And we have a lot of snowfall going on, a lot of rainfall as well. Phoenix, Arizona, a lot of Arizona actually has seen some rainfall over the past 12 hours. Look at that, very heavy actually, yellow and orange. Hopefully that has not caused any flooding issues down there. If we do have any viewers from that area, you can let us know what's gone on. But also some areas in New Mexico have seen some rainfall and snowfall, but this isn't as rare up here in this northern corridor of New Mexico there. Now we also have a lot of snowfall coming down here for the mountainous regions of Colorado as well. Let's go ahead and move this up to where this snowstorm is at right now. And I'm guessing the snowstorm is located like here, or maybe a little bit further south or north at this point. But it's going to be moving kind of like this and then out like that. So we're going to be watching for this. But the main snow area we're watching right now is going to be in this region. And actually, eventually, as we saw yesterday, in this region as well, for the main corridor of snow. We can see there's some very heavy snowfall coming down right there in southern South Dakota, that is. I always get Nebraska, Kansas, South Dakota, North Dakota mixed up sometimes, obviously. They're kind of similar, but you can usually tell. I think this is what threw me off. I can't see the Canada border there, but yeah, very heavy snowfall there. And it was in northern Nebraska, actually, but it moved into southern South Dakota there a little bit later. Let's take a look at some of those thunderstorms in the southeast, and this is kind of associated with our severe weather, although our severe weather is going to be a bit further west. We'll talk all about that in a moment, rest assured. Now, let's take a look at some of these individual areas of showers. First off, down here, this area has caused some flooding, especially for the panhandle of Florida. You can see that it is heavier. It's kind of in this range in our radar scale there, so it is on the more medium side. And let's see, then we have some showers heading into the Carolinas. It's been rainy in this region, and it's all generally going to be heading this way, so it will be impacting the rest of the southeast and some of the mid-Atlantic as well, kind of my neck of the woods. Now, we do see this pocket of snow showers. Now, I'm sure this isn't accumulating too much. This is a 6-hour radar run here, and really it's been moving quite quickly, so everywhere's kind of seen a 1 to 2 hour, maybe 3 hour max snowfall event here. We might have seen some accumulation, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's moving a little too fast through this region, and it should move out over the next couple of hours. By the time everybody's waking up, it'll likely be impacting the more eastern side of Maine, but really I don't think it's going to be doing too much. Now, here is our severe weather threat here according to the Storm Prediction Center. Here in this lighter green region, we have a general thunderstorm risk. Here in our darker green, we have a marginal risk, and this is where we begin to see some very isolated severe weather sometimes. Sometimes we just don't even see it. Our slight risk is where things become a little bit more widespread here in this yellow region. Still scattered, but usually we do see severe weather when they do give it a slight risk. And then our enhanced risk, where we're almost guaranteed to see some sort of severe weather, and we are expecting rather widespread severe weather as well. Let's take a look at our individual risks. First off, the wind. And as you can see, we have a 30% chance, first off, within 25 miles of a given location there in the red, which is our highest. We have a 15% chance within 25 miles of a given location there within the yellow, and then a 5% chance there in the green. Let's move on and take a look at the hail real quick. And we have a 5% chance within 25 miles of a given location there in the green, and a 15% chance there in the yellow. So a little bit lower with the hail than it is with the wind, a more wind and tornado threat. But let's take a look at that tornado threat. First off, the green, 2% chance within 25 miles of a given location. Brown, 5% chance within 25 miles of a given location. And then the yellow there, 10% chance within 25 miles of a given location of a tornado occurring. But also we have that kind of hatch-looking area there. That is where they expect strong and rather large tornadoes to be possible. So we're going to be watching for that as well, unfortunately. Now, unfortunately, the onset of this storm and really the storminess in general might be very, very late tonight, which is obviously really bad news. Now, let's take a look here at our simulated radar. We're already taking a look at it anyway, but we can see all of this kind of moves in. This is going to be approximately 8 p.m. tonight, and this is the area we're watching. There's still no real big thunderstorms in there. So we're watching closely for that, but it's still not there. Let's keep moving this. This is 2 a.m. right here, and still the main pocket of severe thunderstorms has not developed according to this model yet. So very, very late tonight. This is going to be 4 a.m. And then finally, this one is 6 a.m. And I feel like sometime between 3 and 7 a.m. is really when we're going to see the onset of this potential severe weather in there. Let's just take a look at what that temperature pattern looks like, because obviously we want to see what the temperatures, when you compare them, look like. And we can really see why this is happening. You have this area of very warm air in here, and it's just being forced up into here, really, really powerful, because this is 70s and 60s, pretty far northward. But you have this very strong area of cold air pushing through at the same exact time, battling it. And you see this kind of conflict in here, and that is what causes these tornado outbreaks. You have 37 degrees right here in Missouri, and then on the very southeastern tip of Missouri, you have about 70 degrees. So you're going from 70 degrees to 37 degrees very quickly with the cold front. When you get that, that spells bad news. Now, what's also going to be important is to see if we can get any sort of dew points, and we actually do in here. It actually is going to be quite humid. Look at that. Dew points in the 20s right here, and then dew points in the 60s right here, and that is also moving with this cold front. And it's also being forced up with that warmer air. So this is also part of that conflict. So when you get these two things going on, it really just spells bad news, like I mentioned before. Now let's move on to our convective available potential energy. This is very, very important, if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Okay, it's very important because this is our thunderstorm food or thunderstorm fuel. This is going to be by 6 p.m. Let's move this towards 8 p.m. Let's move even further because we know this isn't going to be happening anytime soon. So about 12 a.m., we have our 1,000 plus amounts here. We always watch for 1,000 CAPE or more, and we have plenty of it in there. Now, again, CAPE is our thunderstorm food or thunderstorm fuel. I've referred to it as both or either of those. But really, it's convective available potential energy, and it's an equation that is something with the dew points and the temperatures, and it really just measures how good the conditions are for growing thunderstorms. Now, as we move this on further, this will be about 2 a.m. This will be about 2 a.m. here, and as you can see, We have plenty of it setting up right in our slight risk and enhanced risk region here, and this is what's going to allow for these thunderstorms to be very, very strong. Let's also take a look here at our shear at the same time and look at that extremely high shear at the same time. And shear is really a very important parameter for tornadoes. The higher the shear, the greater really we're looking at a tornado risk. So we're really watching for that. We're at a 6 out of 6 actually, because everything we talked about is literally today. So our confidence couldn't be any higher. For today's comment of the day, I asked you guys how much snowfall with that big snowstorm do you think is possible for the Rockies and then also the upper Midwest as well. And James Marr said, I think 3+ feet is possible for the mountains and 20 inches for the Midwest. I think you're a little high on the Midwest, but you know what? You've been a really good commenter, so who knows? Maybe you'll be right. But definitely the Rockies, I think 3 feet plus is a good estimate there. For today's patron highlight of the day, I want to thank you all for supporting the channel, but especially our platinum patrons, Bill Crates, James Wade, Dovey Nagel, Larry LePan, Mandy Birchfield, and Patrick Strickland as well. I would also thank our diamond patrons, Bill Roberts, Marcus Connolly, Noah Harley, Michael Codalesa, Catbite, Charles Tennant, Cindy Klein, Alan Goodmaben, Bill Dallas, Gary, John Colisi, Dwight Phelan, Stephen Crenenthal, and Thomas D. Barr as well. I would also thank our channel members, Catbite, Stephen Fan, and Jeremy Cox also. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more weather-related content. I'll see you guys in the next video.